Africa, a land of breathtaking beauty and boundless agricultural promise. Yet, despite its rich resources and tireless efforts of its farmers, crop yields remain stubbornly low. Essential inputs such as fertilizer, needed to nurture their soils, always seemed out of reach.
I wanted to start this video with my eyes closed, and it was for a simple reason. The industry has been operating, making decisions with their eyes closed. I, as a partner or as a distributor or a supplier for fertilizer in Mozambique, cannot make any decision with that data. EFDC came along. Yes, we had the data laying somewhere, but somebody had to take that data and make it make meaning to the industry and to the industry players. So the exercise that has been done by EFDC and the partners here in Mozambique has opened our eyes. As a country, we can now plan from the 148,000 tons we imported last year, which never existed. So this is the impact that the data has.
But today, a green revolution is underway, led by the hands and hearts of farmers and supported by governments, private organizations, and international agencies.
They say information is power, but recently, and that is data. If you don't know what the market wants, you'll bring something. You come and put it in stock for 1 year, nobody wants to buy it. Market will have told you, marketing, this is what that customer needs.
Our mantra is data-driven decisions for African food systems. And especially when it comes to fertilizer, because fertilizer is a traded commodity in the African context. We import 90% of our fertilizer into the continent. So without having, I think, timely, well-analyzed data, it would be next to impossible to make informed decisions.
A powerful tool for coherent and reliable data on fertilizer, Africa Fertilizers Insights have been invaluable to policymakers.
There is no way we can start the process of policy development without making reference to statistics. Tremendously, it has helped us. Now we can estimate our annual fertilizer consumption, rough estimate, more especially the urea consumption in the country.
At the heart of this shift is a powerful ally: data, precise, reliable, and transformative.
Because without data, you really can't achieve much. How do you know where we are? How do you know if we're there in agricultural progress? How do you know if we're making solid move ahead or if we're making less move? So data is very important.
With accurate data, companies can optimize their supply chains, reduce costs, and forecast demand with precision.
Over the past 5 years, we've seen a growth in the private sector distribution. We've seen more players coming into the market and providing fertilizers and distributing to farmers. Also, the blend market has really grown. 5 years ago, the blend market was about 60,000 metric tons, and now it's close to 200,000 metric tons, which has really been influenced by a growth in demand of fertilizers by farmers.
Fertilizer use, especially in the northern part of Ghana, is a very big deal. And usually we do have shortage. And if we have shortage, we want to find out why. You know, the companies, it could be that they are hoarding. Sometimes they do that. They have the product, but they decide not to sell to create artificial shortage so they can make a lot of profits. Sometimes it could be that the volumes coming in, you know, are not that much. And so then you have shortage. So as government, we want to find out if there's any shortage, where is the problem coming from? So if you have data on volumes, you know, that are coming in, it's very, very helpful.
Across Africa, fertilizer associations have harnessed the power of data to advocate for policy changes. Africa Fertilizers Insights have provided them with the ammunition to craft persuasive arguments and drive positive transformation in their respective countries.
Generally, we have seen improvement for those who access the data in their decision making as far as planning production and supply or distribution of their products is concerned. And that for us is important. because we believe that more people will catch on in trying to maximize a tool that makes your life pretty much easy.
Data is integral and has been integral in developing and ensuring that these markets actually grow to a point where we are today. As we speak right now, the average consumption of fertilizer in Africa is at around 34 kilograms per hectare. But we wouldn't have known this if we didn't have a metrics or a mechanism of tracking this development.
We've moved from people telling us how they want to use this data to now being able to see how it's actually being used. So what's the impact in that? And what kind of decisions are coming from the way that it's being used?
A transformative decision support system implemented by the International Fertilizer Development Centre's Africa Fertilizer Initiative, Development Gateway, and IREX Venture, Wallace & Associates, and supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, under a program dubbed Visualizing Insights on Fertilizer for African Agriculture, VIFA, changed the game. The VIFA program has made hard-to-reach fertilizer data more accessible and has unlocked opportunities for farmers across sub-Saharan Africa to have access to affordable fertilizer, improving their livelihoods and upholding food security.
We've had a lot of challenges. There are countries where when you go in there, the data they give you is not good data. And then once you explain the processing and they understand later on, that is when they are pulling the data for you. And this data, if it's a landlocked country, it can be about 30,000 rows or 50,000 rows. And you have to look through and work on it. So these are some of the challenges that we have faced processing data. Because of the good work that we've done over the years, this information is now available for all these 18 countries, and it seems very easy and very easy to download and use.
The success stories are inspiring, and the VIFA program through Africa Fertilizer stands as a beacon of innovation and a catalyst for change, helping transform agriculture one data-backed decision at a time.
What sticks out for me was one farmer in Senegal. Essentially, what he said was that before the interventions of the VIFA approach, he did not have an idea on where to get fertilizers, on which price to actually get his fertilizers from. But now, having the tools at hand, he's able to calibrate which agro-dealer near me has the best price, which agro-dealer near me has the best formulation of fertilizer. So essentially, that to me is a very profound success story, because we've transformed the life of these farmers from doing farming haphazardly to a more data-driven approach.
Through the VIFA program, the partnership between the International Fertilizer Development Centre's Africa Fertilizer Initiative, Development Gateway, and IREX Venture, and Wallace & Associates, supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, has made significant strides in improving agriculture in Africa.